Alright guys, this is going to be a short video review of the Jellyfish Universal Qi Charger. So let's start by looking at the unit itself. It's actually a relatively big unit for a car mount, but I'll talk more about the physical size in a bit as I'll let you see it next to my Galaxy S3. But what it came in, or what it comes with, just a box. Box is actually, I would say it's kind of cheap quality. I mean, it was kind of breaking apart from the shipment. Nothing special. And it also comes with the charger itself, a USB cord, and a 2.1 amp car charger. I don't know if you can see that it's 2.1 amp. Let me try to make it focus. It doesn't look like it's focusing, but it's definitely a 2.1 amp charger. But for this video, I'm just going to be testing it with a wall outlet. I've tested it in both ways. I've used this device for about a week, and it definitely gets the same kind of outcome as I would on a 2.1 amp AC wall charger. Alright, so that's that. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. You'll notice, here's the front of the device. You'll notice these kind of circular patterns right over here to the side. It's kind of hard to get this in this lighting. But I would assume this is where the coils are for the Qi induction charging. Here's the logo. And these arms are all flexible. So, you know, it's going to fit a decently large phone. And the back, it's got a little clip mount, and it's got that kind of ball and socket style that you've seen on many more traditional, I guess, GPS mounts. It's a slightly smaller ball and socket than I've seen in my old Magellan, but it's definitely, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's very sturdy. Overall, pretty good build quality. As you can see, there's a pretty large plastic housing here. This is, I'm assuming, where all the electronics are stored, and the plug is right on the bottom. Again, this is a micro USB. So, just gonna plug this in. Once you plug that in, you're pretty much ready to go. And what this is, mounting on my air conditioning vent. So what you do, just kind of hold the tab, open up the mouth, and just slide it right in, clip it onto wherever you feel safe and secure, and that's pretty much it. Pretty simple way to mount it. Alright, so it's plugged in, it's ready to use. This is my Galaxy S3. It's got a Qi receiver inside of it, but I'll make a separate video about that actually. So this is not a case. This is a replacement back cover, and this is just a bumper on the phone. So again, this is not a case. So this would be the same thickness you'd have on a regular battery cover. Alright, so let's say we have this mounted on our car. Got your phone, hop in the car, just go ahead and drop that in. And there you go. That's my little charging light. Let's double check, turn on the screen. It says it's charging right now. Alright. So if you just go ahead and if you move it a little higher where the charging coils don't interact with the receiver, you see a little charging light turn off, you drop it back in. Charging lights turn back on, and it says it's charging. The rate of charge for this, actually, when I run my phone on the 3G network, so when I turn off LTE, I'm actually getting a net positive charge of around 350 milliamps. Slightly less, but give or take, it's about 300 to 350 milliamp. So that actually gives me a charge of about 1% of battery life for every 2 minutes. However, when I run this in the car, I typically run my GPS. I'm a Lyft driver. Lyft is a kind of taxi service that uses your cell phone as a, I guess, dispatcher. So when I do that, the screen is on, automatic brightness. Um, it's running GPS along with the Lift app, and it's actually only supplying enough of a charge that I'm only gaining about 1% battery life in about 10 minutes. So if you are planning to use your phone actively, say for example GPS, streaming music and whatnot, I would not rely on this charger to actually give you more juice and fill up the battery. It's simply not going to happen. I would only recommend this charger if you seldom use the GPS on your phone. That way, the phone's not consuming more energy than it's being given by the charger. Other than that, the charger itself, kind of big, quite hefty. The S3 is I guess standards now are smaller than most, but it does take up a large amount of space. I've seen on eBay. I got this one on eBay. There's two styles of this charger, and I got the bigger one. The smaller one didn't seem to fit my phone or most phones on the market, actually, to be honest. Unless you have the smaller size iPhones, it's just not going to fit. So if you have anything, I'd recommend 4.8 inch and up. Definitely get this bigger one, which contains 3 arms per side. The smaller ones only has 2 arms and 2 bottom legs, I guess you call them. So that's about it for this unit. It's actually, I like it. I can't say I love it, but it's sufficient for what I need it for. So go ahead and be the judge of what you think you need, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. And all right, well, take it easy.